Alright, so today we're going to talk about identifying psych-based strategies. I picked three media pieces. The first one is more of a commercial advertisement video, and it's for the new Marvel TV series called Ironheart. The trailer for it was actually pretty interesting. This would fall in the category of commercial advertisement video. And at the beginning, they start off with the primal by targeting your fear responses, the unexpected.
For real?
Welcome, Mary. In less than 3 minutes, the air in this elevator will no longer be breathable.
Oh, what is this?
Your interview.
And she gets locked in the elevator, and she doesn't know what to do. She hears a voice over the intercom saying that she needs to solve this puzzle, which then triggers the thinking side of it. So she's got to solve a puzzle. And after she solves the puzzle, I'm sure everybody who's watching the video is happy, which kind of falls into the feeling side of it. And then it starts to show very compelling footage to give you this believability that this is going to be a really good show.
You are not the first genius at MIT.
How come you're not?
And you get a little nostalgia because she's connected to a little bit of the Iron Man stuff. So you get to see an Iron Man type armor suit that she's building and all that sort of stuff. But by the end of the commercial, you get that feeling of all the questions and wondering what's going to happen. How is this going to be? Is this going to be a really good show? And wow, that was fantastic.
This is wild. A shady bunker.
My bunker's not shady. Would a shady bunker have that on the wall?
It's literally above a crate of self-guided missiles.
I'm returning those.
Then you got a Peter McKinnon video. And the Peter McKinnon video I chose was how to film the most epic coffee B-roll. And I started thinking about some of the stuff I picked up on before in some of his other videos, and he does a lot of the same stuff. Within the first few seconds, he grabs your attention and either asks you a question or he makes it mysterious, makes you wonder what's going on, which is where the thinking process starts.
Look right now, right? Like, it is looking mint, but not as mint as the B-roll that's starting right now.
You full throttle he immerses you into all these visual effects and fancy scenery with his nice collage or montage of B-roll, and it's coffee. So naturally, coffee is life. So there's your primal urge to drink coffee. And back to the thinking parts where he explains how he did it, or they show a B-roll sequence, not a B-roll sequence, but a BTS, a behind the scenes of how, they make the coffee and stuff like that. So that's really good. The third one is Daniel Schiffer. So the Daniel Schiffer video is called How I Filmed Handheld Ice Cream B-Roll Behind the Scenes. And right from the beginning, this video incorporates filling and primal strategies. The music is so smooth and melodic, and the visuals are just fantastic. It kind of goes in tandem with some of the Peter McKinnon videos. He kind of brings that music in. He gets in your feelings. He gets you thinking about what he's doing. But with this one, Daniel Schiffer uses a lot of food, which brings into the primal strategies of food. So, and then the feeling of the music, the mood of the video, the visuals and stuff like that. So you're like, wow, that looks good. And then you're looking at that ice cream, you're like, wow, that looks delicious. And so he reels you in right there. So, of course, it's a BTS. So he talks about how he did it and shows you all the details and stuff like that. He points out how he kind of like the data involved and how he processed, you know, how the angles, you got to do this way and this many times to get it exactly right. Follow this particular path. He went into talking about how many times he had to create certain scenes to get it just right, and his color grade choice, his music choice, his lighting choice. He wanted to match the lighting with the vibe of the liqueur, the Baileys that he was going to pour the ice cream. It's supposed to be a caramel, so he wanted to go with like an amber, tungsten tone colors, and he wanted to make sure her shirt didn't clash with the color of the bottle. So she had a light gray shirt on, so you could focus on the bottle, things like that. I was reading on Inc.com, like one of the things that really stuck out to me, other than them adding their faces into the thumbnails and stuff like that, or adding personal elements, like in his thumbnail you have him, the side profile of his face and a camera in his hand over the ice cream in his wife's hands, scooping ice cream. It kind of gives you a personal feels like this guy's filming ice cream, you know, with his partner. And you know, one of the things that some people would like to do is be able to like work with their partner in a fantastic way, and that might bring a little bit of a personal feel to it in that area. But the other two, they had their faces in there. It shows them focused on something, and it like gives you that what are they about to do kind of feeling. And in Inc.com, it says adding a face or even several faces to your company name makes it more relatable, authentic to customers. And I think that plays good into presenting your video, or presenting a pitch or something like that. You know, putting that face in there and adding the title of what this particular thing is going to be helps to deliver that, you know, that ad or that feeling that you're going for.
So I'm using manual focus, and it's going to be very hard, but you want to try and maintain the same distance from the filter the whole time. I know my ending position and I know my starting position, so as long as I go at the same speed that Peter is throwing the filter, it should be in focus for at least a second once I slow it down. You just gotta kind of cross your fingers and hope. You just do a lot of takes until it works. Go for it. If that was first try, I will freak out. I will freak out.
I'm trying to play it off like it's normal that it just happened, but
Is it first take?
is it actually first put on the computer?
Just the tiniest little bit cut off, and if it were up to me, I would spend the entire night trying to perfect the one shot. But at the end of the day, done is better than perfect, right?
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta send it. You just gotta full send it. This guy would literally work on this video for 4 more months if he was allowed to.
Eliminating and narrowing down decisions gets rid of decision paralysis. And I think that's where Peter McKinnon, he says, done is better than perfect. Because Daniel Schiffer in the video that he worked on with Peter McKinnon, he was like, there was a particular shot that came out really good. First shot, first time around, it came out really good. But Daniel Schiffer is kind of a perfectionist. Peter McKinnon is too. But he acknowledges that done is better than perfect more than Daniel Schiffer does. And Daniel Schiffer was like, I want to try some more. You know, I want to keep going. And Peter McKinnon's like, that was good. I don't think we're going to get any better than that, even though it kind of, like a little, it was like slightly off from what Daniel Schiffer wanted, but it was fantastic. Nobody's going to be like, say that was bad or anything, but he wanted it to be even better. And so Peter McKinnon was like, okay, we can try for 5 more minutes. But after that, we're picking, if it doesn't get better than that, we're picking what we shot, which becomes narrowing down your options and getting rid of decision paralysis. Because if you keep trying to decide on, oh, I can get it better, I can keep doing it, I can keep going, I can keep going further, I can do it better. You would spend all day instead of going, you know what, that shot looks good, we're gonna do that. So yeah, anyways, but that's all I got today, and I think this was a really good selection to really dive into and look at, especially the thumbnails. The B-roll segments were fantastic. It actually got me thinking about what I liked about watching a lot of these things in the past. And hopefully this little discussion isn't extremely long, because I know I'm supposed to stay under 6 minutes.